That's just my mic was muted. Bring it down a little bit. What is that sun looking like where you at? Huh? What is that sunlight looking at? What is it looking like? Huh? Rise and shine. Give God the glory. Who's your God? Whoever your God is, give it, him, it, they, us. Everybody has something that they consider a God. You consider something a God, honey. Something. If it's just YouTube, it's your God. Something you can't let go. Can you let go? Can you disconnect from the invasion? I see the words invasion going around today. What's going on? Yes, we're all under attack. Everybody's under attack. No one is eliminated. Eliminated. See, the word isn't melanated. They fixed it up for y'all so you could think it means something. It really means melanated. No, eliminated. It's the same word. You are not eliminated from what the government has going on. No, you are eliminated. Lemonades. You lemons. Okay. Is lemons melanated? No, do lemons have feelings? Look. Trees feel, y'all. Yes. Can you look at an emerald and tell me what it's feeling? Look. No. Let's go look at the comet and tell me what it's feeling. This is a test. I should play. Hold up. Just wait one moment. I'm not going to share the screen just yet. Greater light, y'all. His strength is perfect. His strength is perfect. Times now is alive. Tora, where are you? Here, I have a message. Here, I have a message. Oh, and it's in 33 seconds. It's under 33 seconds. Look. There's no such thing as 33. Wait a minute. Can you tell me what a tree is feeling? All those want to claim. Look, they trying to train artificial intelligence how to read faces and stuff a little bit better. They working for the people, for real, for real. For real. No one can look at no one and tell you what they're feeling. See, he trying to help the people, man. Because they whole thing is artificial intelligence getting it down to the T on feelings and expressions. You okay then? You got some explaining to do, because that don't make no sense asking people them type of questions. Well, it depends on where you come from. Hold up. Daya, I gotta turn you down. I gotta turn you down a little bit. I don't want to turn you off. I gotta turn you down. Hey, 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 hey. Look, look. They say in a day that you would not be, and why would they use Mayweather? See what I'm saying? In the mix. Huh? What's the point? What's the point? You can't look at nobody and tell what they're feeling. What's going on in the inside? You could see somebody getting punched, and in your mind, it looked like it hurt. But in the back of their mind, while they getting hit, they could be thinking all kind of merry jingles and stuff in their head. Huh? You can't look at somebody and determine what they feeling on the inside. Even if you have all the chemistry down and all the numbers right. That is a spell, and he's helping the system. He down with AI. My bad, y'all. My bad. He down with AI, y'all. Yup. Process of elimination. No, in a good debating kind of way. It says the mental health system would say, well, see, then that means there's something going on with the functioning of the person and that being. And no, how do you know? You don't even know what that person's chemicals are made up of. To you, that may seem imbalanced, but to God and the light, it's a perfect. So they go and they extract and they take and read the numbers that's attached to the codes in your blood. Nobody on the outside of you can determine whether that's imbalanced or not. You have some people that cry at the sight of people suffering. They can't even walk in the streets and see that they just come back depressed. That make them imbalanced because they can't take looking at things. No, you would have to pull their codes in their blood. You have to go on the inside to determine. You can't look on the outside and determine what somebody's feeling, how much adrenaline they getting, how much they should be getting. What did they smile mean? A man could be dunking, huh? And do it so naturally to barely use any adrenaline to get it. And you have some men have to put forth all the effort to get to it, and then you some men that can't get to it at all. But each one of them that are making the attempts, the one that can't get there at all has more adrenaline pumping in him trying to get there, than the one that's already up there, right? And the one that's already up there, Duncan, may be thinking, when I get home, I'm gonna beat her tail. He may not be thinking, I'm making this basket. He may not be thinking or feeling what you talking about. These people, oh my goodness. You can't look at nobody from the outside. And this is what the authority they want to give artificial intelligence. To be able to look at your face and determine what action you got going on in your mind. that determines you are unfit. And then by the light that you're giving off, the light exposure, they can make a proper determination on what the law enforcement need to do. Oh, y'all ain't getting it. So anybody out there trying to tell you to look at a screen and determine what's pumping in a person's system, what should be pumping in a person's system, how they should be responding, what's going on in their mind is a bunch of crap. This ain't about nothing but the red flag law, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking directly to the government. It's a red flag law, right? And all you have to do is get your house in order on the inside. Huh? Because they're using great influencers, the minds of great influencers to help form this artificial intelligence program, this national research and development they got going on. You have people like Marco Rubio, yo. I'm going to tell you, and I'm willing to bet. When I tell you, when I feel so connected to certain beings, when I feel so connected, at how many times I done crossed paths with Marco Rubio. Research and development. For real. Okay. I could go back as far as I'm willing to bet every book I got here. All books. It's not a lot. It's not an extensive library, but it's some good stuff. I'm willing to be. You would have to pay for shipping and handling. I'm willing to bet every amount of books that I got here that my best friend that I ripped up that Bible for and spread it all over Atlanta, threw it out the window. That's my best friend, Marco Rubio, done touched his wheelchair. I guarantee it. I'm willing to bet every book I got. Everything. Every book. I could count. I could tell you how many. Like I said, it's not like a Benjamin Franklin library or something. You know, it's not like the Library of Congress, but it's some good stuff here. Huh? So now why am I talking about Marco Rubio? Because this red flag law, the reenactment of it and getting it all proper and up to date, and the mental health system that they're going to use to make decisions. Huh? Florida's is the head honcho in charge of that department in the United States. For real. Marco Rubio, DeSantis. You was making a good decision when you was talking about going to South Carolina and getting out of the state of Florida. But how far is this extension going? Because the red flag law, they gave each state the opportunity to get in on the bid. It's a whole bid about it. Huh? This gun law protecting the people is a bid, a competition. No, it ain't. Go to your Department of Justice and find out. They bidding who's gonna get the mostest for the hostesses on this red flag law they got. It's a game. Yeah, that's right. It's a game. It's a competition. They bidding on you. Huh? With Biden. Biden bids. Balak Biden bids. Huh? Balak Biden bids. I bet you pushed Johnny's wheelchair. If you didn't get to push Johnny's wheelchair, I bet. Let me see. He either You either been to one of the functions he DJ'd. I bet you might have sent a card to his mama them for his funeral. Huh? See, you believe in the word of God, right? Uh, y'all, it's about to get ugly, y'all. It's about to get ugly. Let me stick to the facts of the matter about this red flag game they got going on, the research and development, and who for to get the most money and all that. Which state gonna get the most money? President Biden announces new actions to reduce gun violence and make our communities safer. I'm gonna turn you off, Delia, because this is getting serious now. It's getting serious. Stop you for a second. I need to hear myself think. I need to hear myself think. You ain't stopped yet? What are y'all doing? There we go. There we go. All right. Fact sheet by President Biden, which this was yesterday, right? I'm not going to take the time to read this. You could go click that part. I'm going to read the form, the format. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Let's see. Monterey Park, California. Nope. Law enforcement checks possible red flag laws. The executive order will also keep more guns out of dangerous hands by increasing the effective use of red flag laws, strengthening efforts to hold gun industry accountable, to accelerate law enforcement efforts to identify apprehend shooters menacing our communities. It's like when they what do you call it when the pull people over based on at the end of it ends up being mistaken identity. Well, this executive order is the coverage of that through artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can determine based on medical history and all that as they see you pass by on the street based on an expression on your face. Huh? Oh goodness. So what I'm saying is from now on when we go outside, as you're walking the streets, everybody, even if you're upset about something, smile, smile, smile. God loves you. And I do too. Just smile. I'm telling you, I don't care what you're thinking about. I don't care if I'm telling you, from now on, that's what you do. Everybody just go out there and look at the sun and smile, look back down at other people, smile, smile, okay? No one can look at you in your face and determine what you got going on in the inside. And the more that these people sitting up here acting like there's a possibility to determine it, that you could determine it, that we supposed to be determining it, they're feeding that information to artificial intelligence because artificial intelligence really cannot do that. They could go by the information that's being uploaded in the system about your blood work based on what's in the system about your blood work. Your light codes, they could do that. But to look at the expression on your face and determine what you got going on the inside and what you thinking and what your thoughts is, huh? Just because somebody laughing like the Joker, ha 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 ha, meaning they feeling good and they're feeling the what's being released in their system is enough cortisone and dopamine and to balance the no, 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 wrong, wrong. Red flag laws. President Biden is also encouraging the Federal Trade Commission to issue a public report analyzing how gun manufacturers market firearms to minors. President Biden is traveling to Monterey Park to grieve with families and community impacted by the mass shooting that claimed blah 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 blah. I don't, nah, last blah blah more executive. Okay, yeah. Let me go to the law. Let me go to the law. No, not that one. Senator Marco Rubio also introduced a similar bill, the Extreme Risk Protection Order and Violence Prevention Act, and Representative Lucy McBath introduced the Federal Extreme Risk Protection Order Act, which is identical to a bill introduced in the Senate by Blumenthal and Graham. The provisions of McBath's bill creating a process of petitioning the U.S. District Courts were incorporated as amendments to the bill that was reported out of the House of the committee. Feinstein legislation states if the court finds by a preponderance of the evidence that a respondent poses a danger of causing harm to himself, herself, or others by having access to a firearm, the court may issue an extreme risk protection order. Also, an ex parte extreme risk protection order can be issued if the court finds there is reasonable cause to believe that the respondent poses a danger of causing harm to himself, herself, or others in the near future by having access to a firearm. Y'all not getting it. See, they're not just talking within the person who has the firearm and the paperwork. Everybody around you or in your area, that's where they're going with this. You're okay. Okay. The legislation also amends 18 U.S. Code 922 to make to make violation of such orders a federal felony. In order for the state to get grants under the act, it has to enact a red flag law, meaning certain requirements such as allowing family members rather than only police to petition the courts. Rhode Island, for example, would be unable to get grants under the act without strengthening its red flag law. A provision by Representative Ken Buck proposed allow the issuance of the red flag order against anyone whose name appears in a gang database if there was probable cause to include that individual in the database. Representative Eric Swalwell requested to add individuals affiliated with white nationalism. No one is eliminated to the amendment as a red flag indicator in exchange for her support. Representative Ken Buck agreed with the stipulation that any type of supremacy should be included and revised in the provision accordingly. The amendment failed 11:21 on September 14, 2019. It failed, but guess what? It passed last year. Some people tried to stop it. Some people didn't think it was right in the Senate. Some of them didn't. They said, "Oh no, no, no." I think those was the ones that no, they they down with their families. They's like, I got plenty of them in my family. Ah. Feinstein and Blumenthal argued that federal legislation is needed because there is still so we saying, oh, your house is in order. Are you ready? Huh? They have to have a doggone good excuse if your paperwork is right and tight. Huh? And if you got a smile on your face, huh? Hmm? It won't matter how much money you got in the bank. It won't matter how much money, it don't matter how much land you got. It don't matter. None of it matters. None of it matters right now. It's a red flag. Everybody's an enemy of the state until they finish doing what they got to do. Unless, let's see. Now, if Trump come in and stop it, he says, you know what? I'm going over there. In his calm way when he like to talk, when he know he got the money in the bag, and I'm gonna talk to everyone. And everyone's going to go ahead and put their weapons down. And it's going to be all because of me. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to let Biden stay in office? He was just about to have the whole world, huh? Go to shits, huh? And not the profane language shits either, huh? Schlitz, shits. But look, I came in. Then what you gonna do, huh? Because either way, you got to get the water from Trump, huh? He the only one got clean water, right? Let me get back to this. Feinstein and Blumenthal argued that federal legislation is needed because there's still no nationwide tool that would allow law enforcement and courts to prevent tragedies like Isla Vista. Oh Madonna. Oh Madonna. Huh? La Isla Vista? No, that's not what you say. You say La Isla Bonita. I don't know. You just came to my mind, Madonna. Have you made up your mind that you don't have to complete? You don't have to sell your soul. You done made up your mind. See, people thought you sold your soul. You just in purgatory. You still have opportunity, huh? Repent for your sins. You still have. Shortly after 2019 El Paso shooting, in 2019 Dayton shooting, Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham announced his support for such legislation, stating that grants will be given to law enforcement so they can hire and consult with mental health professionals to better determine which cases need to be acted upon. Feinstein and Rubio urged Graham to take up their bills. Blumenthal welcomed Republicans' openness to the plan as a bipartisan breakthrough and a major promising development. According to Senate Minority Leaders Charles Schumer, Democrats will try to require any red flag measures that comes to the Senate floor to be paired with a vote on legislation establishing universal background checks. He noted that the Republican bills being proposed do not require states to adopt red flag legislation. So you might be in a state that be like, we good. Huh? And y'all don't bring all that mess here. But then at the end of the day, that leaves that state open to whatever Biden's decision is. So catch that. That don't mean because your state don't have it on. That just means that state is literally wide open. If Biden says all the homes get right now, go check. The states that wrote down their law and said, no, we don't want it like that. We want it where they would have to go to a mental health facility and go into um, this facility here, this camp here. They, however they have their law while we determine what we're gonna do because this person was, see that's how it's good. Okay, all right. So the states that are not under a red flag code. They didn't sign on to it. If Biden makes whatever decision he makes, well, not him making the decision, his advisor, Jake Sullivan. Wait, yeah, them, him and Kirby, them. When they make the decision, when Jeremiah Jacob makes the decision, that state is going to have to do what he says. Okay, my bad. I done went off again. Stop doing that. According to the Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer, Democrats will try to require any red flag measure that comes to the Senate floor to be paired with a vote on legislation establishing universal background checks. He noted that Republican bills being proposed do not require states to adopt red flag legislation. What part of this is in the scripture? Where is this part in the scripture? There's a part about this. I think goodness. See, I've been asking for somebody to send me the preparation for the final crisis. I could have ordered it, but this. uh, Schumer said that the Democrats would not accept a half measure, arguing the notion that passing a tepid version of the Extreme Risk Protection Order (ERPO) bill alone is close to getting the job done in addressing rampant gun violence in the U.S. is wrong and would be an ineffective cop-out. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, McConnell, McConnell said he expects background checks, assault weapons, and red flag laws to be part of September's Senate debate about measures aimed at addressing gun violence. He remarked, "What we can't do is fail to pass something. What we can't do is fail to pass something." Senate John Barrasso, the third ranking Senate Republican, said he had a lot of concerns about red flag laws. On June 9th, 2022, the House passed Federal Extreme Risk Protection Order, a bill to nationalize red flag laws, which seek to keep guns away from individuals deemed a threat to themselves or others. Okay, so now here's where that reenactment of that order was in June or September. Which one was it? June. Hmm? See here, they trying to act like it's something brand new that they're doing when it's already been done. All they needed was, the environment and the time to be right to bring it on out. So if everybody raise up now, like, "Who- you can't do that, that's not right." Like, see how all these other countries, everybody raising up everywhere you look. There's another people rising up, talking about the hundreds of thousands just coming out of their government. That's the pictures they're showing us. That's the pictures that they're showing. That's the pictures in the table of elements in that environment that they're doing. But for your environment, if you decide to do it, what will your outcome be? Huh? And then what good would you be? You wouldn't even be. Can you get in this extreme risk protection lockdown? Huh? Would you have access to YouTube or a phone like most of them do in the county jails and stuff? I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all know they they get PayPal phones and stuff. Government phones. They got government phones all in the doggone prisons. Come on, man. Because you see them showing stuff online. You remember when COVID? Y'all remember when COVID came out? And well, first, whatever, when they first did the little bull crap they did with COVID, and the main people that was reporting on how bad COVID was the prisoners. It was, I'm talking about a rash. I'm talking about like they didn't care. So look, I don't care that if I'm gonna get caught being on the phone, huh? I said, I been laughing like, look at this here, and like, we don't care. Don't forget about us in here. Y'all don't remember that? Where did them? Who? Look, were we the main food source for programs then? I'm just saying. I'm, I don't know. You know what? That's what I'm gonna go back and check. So this was the G20 summit that they had. The last summit before COVID, were we in the bid to be the who feed the world at the time? I'm just saying. I I want to see reports now, for real, for real. Because remember, they had all them bodies in the research and development that they showed, all them bodies piled up in prisons. Did all those families report a funeral? Did they get to see the bodies? Were the bodies? How much money did it take to keep them bodies in coolers and stuff until, and what company transported those? Now it's not adding up. Something ain't adding up, but it's never added up. But now it just seems a little bit more clear and clear. I could see clearly now the rays. So this is about money. In order to get funds for this, uh, they need something to risk, or extreme risk. You got to remember the risk. Oh, my video coming just in time. Or should I play? What song should I play? Should I play? What song should I play? Extreme risk protection orders. That's what the red flag law is. Huh? And it's not inclusive. No one is eliminated. So if the children that are in the system, anybody, um, that's why they made such a rash, uh, a hurry up of little children bringing guns to school. You understand what I'm saying? They had to make sure put it out there, huh? Get it out there so that they can see when we talking about everybody. Y'all don't believe what I'm saying. Y'all think it's just about the people who go in to purchase a gun from a pawn shop or something, and okay. All right, all right. Let me play this song and ease my mind a little bit. Ease my mind just a little bit. Just a second. That's why I didn't come on here last night, past shadow hours, because I was thinking about this in the way things are going and what they're trying to do, and it seems like not all the light in the world can't get people to just be happy and love. Uh, I don't know what song I said I was gonna play. Not at the point of you just gonna take things, Lane. I'm just saying everybody, because if everybody is loving and there's no war, there's no nothing, there's no disagreements, there's nothing. The level playing field is gonna be all right though. It's you don't have to worry about a thing. There's a green light out there for real, for real. The lights are transition, not only a green light, it's a bunch of lights out there. Literally, there's 144 planets, bodies, systems that make you up. Huh? Those light sources. Huh? If you want to believe in numbers and you want to believe in planets, you want to believe in the periodic table, it's 144. Huh? Okay, you don't believe me. Each element is a book of a Bible. It's a book, and it's 144. We are in the transition right now up under all them other made up, like the Tennesseum and all that, those uh Americans and the lands or whatever they made up, uh those light beings, hmm, are at risk right now on their way. And the sun has changed its rotation. The sun's rotation to change is going back around the other way. You imagining it doing it slow, like it had to stop and do the way you've seen things in this realm, but it didn't have to do all that. So it done changed its rotation. The sun has changed its rotation. I'm playing this song for educational purposes. Educational purposes. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Chameleon. Huh? What up, though?
If you want my love, girl, you got to choose B-L-A-Y. If you play with me, it's at your risk that I'll set you free. B-L-A-Y. If you play with me, it's at your risk that I'll set you free. Play at your own risk, girl. Play at your own risk. I'm telling you, play at your own risk, girl. Play at your own risk. I will be through. B-L-A-Y. If you play with me, it's at your risk that I'll set you free. B-L-A-Y. If you play with me,
Marco Rubio, drop your weapons.
I thought I had a woman so fine. Now I gotta watch you all the time. If you think you're so hot to shine, I'll take you to the top, and then I'll let you drop. Now you hold me like a Monday morning spring. I thought without your love, like wouldn't mean a thing. Now the freedom that I gave you, you abused. If you want my love, girl, you got to play at your own risk, girl. Play at your own risk. I'm telling you, play at your own risk, girl. Play at your own risk.
Y'all go look at that sun out there. war drums. It's gonna explode. You're gonna hear it all around the world. Boom, 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 boom. Don't worry. The sun is on its way. Ha. Your own risk. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Now, if I bark, what they gonna say? It's a lion, a dog. If a lion's a dog, where did the cat come from? What you do when you find out that dog is a cat and the cat is a rat? Hey, where you at? Wow.
Your own risk. Your own risk. Your own risk.
How you get here with me, huh? How did you find me, huh? You just came out of nowhere, huh? What they saying about the green light today, y'all? NASA is confused, y'all. NASA is confused. Y'all coming to these steps? This is for those students 1988, 89, South Miami Senior High, in memory of Johnny. Who is Johnny, y'all? Who is Johnny? That's what I did that for. This lighten it up. Marco, what you went and did, huh? Who made you mad, huh? You still mad when he took your girlfriend, huh? Huh? My bad, y'all. See, I need to get off here. I did it again. Oops, I did it. Ah, these people been out there. Let me read this act. I'm gonna share the screen as I do it. I'm gonna share the screen as I do it. Let me share the screen, huh? National Research and Development. Uh, HR 2377, an act. It's an act and they get money for it. Let me see. Does it say at the end of this who could get their bid? How many people get their money? Uh, June 9th. Which states could get paid, huh? It it's all up in Indian country and all. Let me see if I could take the time to read this. My head's starting to hurt. It's the top of my head too, so it's a pulling at the top of my head. Oh, right there at my little pyramid, a soft spot. Right there. Ooh, it's hurting. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What does that mean? I laughed too loud. That's what happened. I was laughing too hard. This act may be cited as Federal Extreme Risk Protection Act of 2022. In general, Chapter 44 of Title 18. You know, when I did Chapter 44, I decided, I said, I already know about that Chapter 44. And I know most people, especially those who have weapons, do, you know. So what I did is I went to Chapter 44 in different religious books. That's what I did. And it was quite interesting to see that it, like, those match up, the stories even in the Psalms 44 match up with this chapter 44 right here in this federal extreme risk protection order. So even though it's talking about guns, it was just interesting to me that that's what happened. I was gonna come on live, and I thought about it. I said, I don't even want that energy of this reading this in here. So let me read, and that's what I did. And then I laid it on down. So I was reading chapter 44, Ecclesiastes chapter 44, Psalms chapter 44. I read out of something in Hebrew, and I read out of, so I did a lot of chapter 44s last night, past shadow hours. Extreme risk protection orders. Yes, I went to church. I took it to church. Illustrate this. Definitions in the selection. The term court means a district court of the United States. The term designated law enforcement officer means law enforcement officer designated by the United States Marshal who agrees to receive firearms, ammunitions, and permits as applicable surrendered under subsection. So they're letting you know they're not eliminated. The term director means Director of Administrative Office of the United States Court. The term ex parte federal extreme risk protection order or ex parte federal order means federal extreme protection order issued under subsection. The term federal extreme risk protection order means an order issued by federal court that enjoins an individual from purchasing, possessing, receiving, in or affecting interstate and foreign commerce of firearm or ammunition. The term family or household member with respect to a federal order respondent means any parent, spouse, sibling, or child related by blood, marriage, adoption to the respondent. Dating of the respondent. Individual who has a child in common with the respondent, regardless of whether the individual has been married to the respondent or lived together with the respondent at any time. Individual who resides or has resided with the respondent during the past year. Domestic partner of the respondent. Individual who has legal parent-child relationship with the respondent included step-parent, stepchild, and grandchild relationship, and individual who is acting as or has acted as legal guardian of the respondent. The term federal order petitioner means an individual authorized to petition for an ex parte or long term federal risk protection order under subsection B1. The term federal order respondent means an individual named in the petition for an ex parte or long term federal extreme protection order or subject of ex parte and long term federal extreme protection order, a long-term federal extreme protection order, or a long-term federal order means federal extreme risk protection order or issued under subsection. The term mental health agency means any agency of state, tribal, or local government or its contracting agency that is responsible for mental health services or co-occurring mental health and substance abuse services. And the term National Instant Criminal Background Check means National Instant Criminal Background Check established under Section 103 Brady Handgun Violence Protection Act, USC 34 40901 petition. In general, a family or household member of the applicable individual or law enforcement officer may submit to an appropriate district court or United States petition requested that the court issue an ex parte federal extreme risk protection order and long term federal extreme risk protection order with respect to an individual. No fees. A court law enforcement agency may not charge petitioner respondent any fee for filing, issuing, serving, or reporting extreme risk protection order. A petition for extreme risk protection order or pleading, subpoena, warrant, or motion in connection to the extreme risk protection order or any order to show cause necessary to obtain and give effect to this section. Confidentially, a federal order petitioner who is the law enforcement officer may provide identity to the petitioner's source and identifying information to the court under seal. Ex parte orders, timing. They didn't put a definition. Except as provided in subparagraph B, a court that receives petition for an ex parte federal order under subsection shall grant or deny the petition on the date on which the petition is submitted. Late petitions. If a court receives a petition for an ex parte federal order submitted under subsection too late in the day to permit effective review, the court shall grant or deny the petition on the next day of the judicial business at time early enough to permit the court to file an order with the clerk of the court during the day. Evidence required. Before issuing an ex parte federal order, the court shall require the petitioner for such orders submit a signed affidavit sworn to before the court that explains why such petitioner believes the federal order respondent poses a risk to imminent personal injury to self or another individual by purchasing, possessing, or receiving a firearm or ammunition, and describes the interactions and conversations of the petitioner with the respondent and another individual if the petitioner believes the information obtained from the individual is credible and reliable. Standard for issue of order. A court may issue ex parte federal order only upon finding probable cause to believe that the federal order respondent poses risk of imminent personal injury to self or another individual by purchasing, possessing, or receiving a firearm of ammunition, and the order is necessary to prevent the injury described in subparagraph. Duration. An ex parte federal order shall expire on the earlier of the date that is 14 days of the date of issuance or the date on which the court determines whether the issue is long-term federal order with respect to the respondent. Long-term federal orders. Here we go. Excuse me. Hearing required. If the court receives a petition for the long-term federal extreme risk protection order for respondent under subsection, the court shall hold a hearing to determine whether the issue of long-term federal order with respect to the respondent. If the court issues an ex parte order with with respect to the respondent no later than 72 hours after the ex parte order, if the respondent waives the right to the hearing within 72-hour period, the court does not issue an ex parte order within 14 days. Hold up. Let me see something. I'm in my phone now. I'm in my phone. Okay. If the court issues that order, see, now that's them or doing a long term under an ex parte, meaning like, ex parte means they don't have to wait for a response from the lawyers and all that kind of stuff. They don't have to wait to make a decision or wait for the background check. See that let me if the court receives a petition for the long-term extreme risk protection act order for respondent under the subsection, the court will hold a hearing to determine whether to issue a long-term federal order with respect to the respondent. So they saying this is the whole when the people make the decision to buy the gun. See, ooh, mm-mm. Like I said, this red flag law is just putting everybody as an enemy of the state, and that's what they need right now. They need everybody to be under control, and be able to go to doors like Anne Frank, like the Anne Frank story, huh? They not coming looking for the Bibles this time though, huh? They claiming they gun coming in looking for the guns. The guns is the new Bible. The gun is the new Bible. Hmm. Because their whole thing back then was they was coming in for the children and the Bibles, right? Or something, right? Something I can't remember. And I read Anne Frank several times, Diary of Anne Frank, but I can't remember it really. I don't know why. Just some things my mind is automatically deleted. Just like not needed. It's in there somewhere, like a hard drive. You could go in and it's still there, but not here. It's not right here. Anyways, burden of proof standard. In general, under subject section, federal respondent may be represented by counsel who is chosen by the respondent and authorized to practice at such a hearing. Court provided counsel. If the federal order respondent is financially unable to obtain representation by counsel, the court, at the request of the respondent, should ensure to the extent of practice. So people could be in sitting down, look, for more than a period of 180 days, just because, huh, based on your content of character and your paperwork, or maybe your attitude or something online, uh, they could just go ahead and just come in and say, look, the people said you ain't fact checked out. uh, Let me continue reading. Let me be fair. I already started. Let me finish what I started. Dang, I got stuck on this ex parte. Before issuing an ex parte federal order, a court shall require that the petitioner for such order submit a signed affidavit sworn before the court that explains such why such a petitioner believes the federal order respondent poses a risk of imminent personal injury to self or another individual by purchasing, possessing, or receiving a firearm or ammunition, and describes the interactions and conversations of the petitioner. Hmm. No, I don't feel like reading no more of this. You can read it for yourself. Go to congress.gov, go to the bill, huh? Because I got something else that I want to do. I want to go back over one of my other videos, huh? Read it, read it just to cover and say, okay, I'm straight on this part. I spoke to I got a letter right here by my um, substance abuse manager. Oh, nope, I don't belong to a supremacy group. We ain't supremacy over here. We're about love and light, huh? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It depends on if you're ready for war, then go right ahead. The red flags are up. But other than that, house in order, got your music playing, your incense burning, huh? Whatever it is that you've been taught within your lights. Look at that extreme protection order, Indian tribe, and the state, meaning gives the term full faith and credit. Oh, does this? Let me read right here and see if the Indian tribes are exempt, because I know for a fact they said any type of supremacist groups, they are red flags, so we have to go check them. Anybody that belongs to um they got to go check them. Anybody that's been in, they got to go check them. All that, they got to go check them. Yeah, and if you scared, go to church. That is your safe haven, huh? You could go find you ark to go sit up under. Go to church. That's your safe haven. Huh? Because the church is the same thing. Literally, it's the same thing. It's a camp. It's a camp. Okay. It ain't. It's not a camp. Oh, my bad. My bad. In this section, the term extreme risk protection order, Indian tribe and state have the meanings given those terms in section for a full faith or credit required. Any extreme risk protection order issued under the state or tribal law enacted in accordance with this act should be recorded accorded to the same full faith and credit by the court of another state or Indian tribe, referred to in subsection as enforcing state or Indian tribe, the enforced by the court and law enforcement personnel of the other state and tribal government, as if the order was enforced in the state and Indian tribe. For purposes of this section. See, that's why they did that thing in California last week. It's something about they did a law about gaming. And see, the Indians would have to be able to be excluded from this law if their guns and their weapons is mainly used for gaming in the first place. So some law happened last week or the week before last or something in California about their gaming rights. Their the man is, let me get off of here. My head's still hurting. I'm done for the day. Play that last video that I said I wanted to play, and I'm gonna come back later because these headphones on my head, it's making increasing the pain. I appreciate anybody here with me. Go check out the red flag. If it don't affect you, it don't. If you got family members who, you know, it's just good to pass it on. Just everybody get your house in order. I'm talking about the inside, the light on the inside, but then there is a physical 24 elements indigenous to this earth, huh? And this land, huh? Is dealing with what's his name them got going on, Balak Biden them. And him raising that red flag is a red flag that you need to pay attention to. I think this is the time that I'm gonna say yes. I think you need to be paying attention. Everybody needs to pay attention to just for a moment, huh? And make sure that you are eliminated or you are not eliminated, because they're not eliminating anyone from um what the red means to Balak them. Okay. Big O, where you been, huh? Where you been? You been missing, Big O, huh? What up, though, Dark Chameleon, huh? What up, oh? This is the second time you done came over here, Dark Chameleon. Big O, what happened to you? See, you be switching up, Big O. You be switching up, cause yo, what you call it, ain't blue. Greater light. Federal law. It's called Extreme Risk Protection Act, which is also the same thing as the Red Flag Act. Each state is 49 states had the opportunity to put in their bid to get funded. Huh? So see how much, if your state put in a whole pile of money and they got everything they risking on it, believe me, whatever is gonna go down is gonna go down because they put in a bid for it. There's some states that didn't put in no bid. They don't want to really put their hands in it. Some um Republicans and governors and stuff, they say no, 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 no. I might have made it through college. I'm the only one in my family that made it up here. And how all my family is in a situation that y'all to be no, no, no. So see, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just check and check the red flag law. You know, all this other stuff going out on outside of the infrastructure. This infrastructure is whatever. Great light.